Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are, remember you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with the hockey coach Guru called Frenchy. Today, episode number 340. What a minute calls Habs draft rumor. Only subject we have today. But before we start, guys, we invite you, don't forget please to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Initial Show, leave us a comments about this episode. Let's dive in, talking about my first subject of the day. My first subject of the day, guys, is about the Habs draft rumor. Today, guys, I'm going to give you 5 different scenarios with the 5th overall pick for the Montreal Canadiens, move up or move down, with some kind of pro and the cons of each scenario. Scenario number 1, the Montreal Canadiens make a trade with the San Jose Sharks to move up. The Montreal Canadiens get the 4th overall pick for the Sharks. In return, Montreal Canadiens are going to send their 5th overall pick and their 69 overall pick 2023. What is the pro cause of this one? The Montreal Canadiens, we know they're looking to add a center. The fact they move up to 4, possible they can get Fantilli, Carlson, or Will Smith. This is a great news for the Montreal Canadiens. But the cons of this one, guy, they're losing another pick of the NHL Draft 2023, the 3rd round pick, 69 overall. Let's move on, guys, for scenario number 2. Scenario number 2, guys, is a trade move down by the Montreal Canadiens with the Philadelphia Flyers. The Montreal Canadiens get from the Flyers their pick number 7 and their pick number 22nd. In return, the Flyers get their Montreal Canadiens 5th overall pick. Why the Flyers want to do this? Because they're really looking for Michkov. And they are maybe worried if another team can pick it up, Michkov. On the flip side, Montreal Canadiens, the pro about this one, they add another 1st round pick of 2023. And that gives them 3 different pick for 2023 first round. But the cons about this one is possible if Montreal was targeting about Leonard, possible Leonard could not be available at the pick number 7. Let's move on, guys, for my scenario number 3. Scenario number 3, guys, is another move down for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, this time with the Washington Capitals. The Montreal Canadiens get for the Washington Capitals their 8th overall pick plus a dump salary by Anthony Manta and the 1st round pick, guys, of 2024 of the Washington Capitals, possible with some kind of conditional protected top 10 pick. In return, the Washington Capitals get the 5th overall pick because they really believe if they want to get Michkov, they have to move up over the Flyers and they get the 5th overall pick. This is the cost of the Washington by give them the 1st overall pick for the Montreal Canadiens. The pro for the Montreal Canadiens, they add another 1st round pick at this time on 2024. That will give them 2 at least for next year. For the cons of that trade, guys, the problem now is not only Leonard, possible Montreal losing Rimbacker. They have to pick another player like possible Devoski, a Benson, or a Perreault. And that's the only problem if you trade at 8 with the Washington Capitals. Let's move on, guys, for my scenario number 4. Scenario number 4, guys, is a trade move down with the Detroit Red Wings. And Montreal Canadiens get from the Detroit Red Wings the pick number 9 and their pick number 17 of NHL Draft 2023, and the Detroit Red Wings get their 5th overall pick. Same scenario, they want to move in front of the Flyers and the Capitals to get Michkov. What is the pro for the Montreal Canadiens? But again, they add another 1st round pick that give them 3 on the NHL Draft 2023. But obviously, they're losing possible another players. We talked already about Leonard, Rimbacker, and possible Devoski. So that will rank the Montreal Canadiens to have maybe a choice between Perreault or Benson, to depend what they're looking for. And this is the only cons I see on that trade. Let's move on, guys, for my last scenario of the day, scenario number 5. Scenario number 5, yes, again, the Montreal Canadiens move down, but this one is really interesting with the Nashville Predator. The Nashville Predator trade to the Montreal Canadiens their 15th overall pick, but the goaltender Askarov. Montreal gave the number 5th overall pick to the Predators. Do we know? Again, Nashville may be looking for Michkov. What is the pro for this trade? But of course, Montreal get, guys, the Askarov. This is a huge piece of the puzzle for the Montreal Canadiens. They're looking to add at some point a young goaltender in this organization. The counts of this one, guys, unfortunately for Montreal, they're losing a good player. I think at the 15 Olympic, it's not going to be at the same level if there was draft between 5 to 9. So, guys, we have a lot of different scenario. I want to capitalize the opportunity about 36 hours before the NHL draft to give you some kind of prediction or some kind of proposal Montreal could do 2023 NHL draft. You have some homework. I want you, please, to leave me a comment. Look about the 5 scenario and leave me a comment. Tell me which scenario is the most benefit the Montreal Canadiens with my friend proposal. If you have another proposal, please let me know. I would like to hear. And that's conclude, guys, all the subject of this episode. Yes, it's a short video, guys. I only talk about the Montreal Canadiens draft rumor. So again, I would like to hear from you guys. Leave me a comment about this episode. And of course, remember, guys, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Show, and leave us a comment about this episode. And of course, you know that you have greatness inside of you. And we wish you an amazing, great, blessing day.